Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Lord of the Rings live stream. We are back. I'm so excited to be playing Lord of the Rings again, and I'm having a hard time with my mic. We're going to figure this out. I was turning it the wrong way. That's why. Yeah, I'm excited to be back playing through the saga expansions, meaning that we're playing through the events that unfolded in the books. We are currently at Helm's Deep. That's where we're at. Let's go. Hey, Matthias, how's it going? Thank you so much. Favorite YouTube. Oh, yeah, thank you. Just got this game a few weeks back. Got a bunch of boxes. You love this game. This is my favorite out of the three. I think that this game has so much depth and just so much happiness in the box. I'm not quite sure of another noun to describe it. Just like I love the IP, I love everything about this game. The deck building, the characters, the mechanics. There's a lot of ways that you can like manipulate the game. So good. Rumor says yes, gets a completely new core box. It would only make sense that they do one from Marvel. Yeah, I'm on that wavelength as well. I believe that we're gonna probably get a new core box. My guess is that it's going to be announced at PAX Unplugged at the in-flight report, which is on the 22nd. That's Saturday, I believe at 1 p.m. I will be there. It's in my calendar. My calendar knows when it is. I don't know when it is off the top of my head, but here we are. But yeah, my guess is that we are going to get nothing less than big news there. And my guess is that that would be a new core set. So that would be kind of cool. Be kind of crazy. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, good stuff. I got a new topper for this table. So this is the Game Toppers table, and like it's one of those inset board game tables where there's about, I don't know, an inch or two drop down, where then there's like this area where you can play board games, and that's what I have been playing on. But I got a topper to cover it, and now I'm really excited because underneath the topper I currently have T-Witches set up, which is one of the new games from the op. Gorgeous production, by the way, that I'm doing for my other company. But now I have one table, and I can put this topper on when I need to stream, and then I can shoot the games for my other company at the same time, and I can just cover it up. And that has been a reason why I have not streamed in the past, is I had not finished shooting a game, and tearing it down, setting it right back up is just a lot. And so I'm really happy. It came in yesterday. It's a nice topper. Lord of the Rings LCG would be even crazier. If they resurrected Lord of the Rings LCG, I'd be a very happy boy. Be a very, very happy boy. Nice. We got Helm's Deep. Wanted to, yeah, we got Helm's Deep. We finished. It's been a while since we have played, but we ended. We were running a Glorfindel, Sam, and Elrond deck with Aragorn as one of our Fellowship Sphere leader. I don't think we're going to change up the deck too much. We're going to try and take on Helm's Deep, see what issues that it throws at us, and then switch it up if we do, no, when we do lose. Let's hop down to the table. Let's take a look at it. Where's my button? It's that one. Nice. Okay, good. I also moved my camera, and so now everything is way easier to reach. So it's been a weekend, y'all. It's been a weekend. It's been a week. It's good stuff. So I got that down there. We have a starting threat of 26. Helm's Deep actually does allow us to change heroes without incurring the +1 threat penalty. And then we're removing each burden from our deck with the following icons, which I do believe. Nope, unfortunately. I was running late getting this all set up, so here we are. Making sure that we got, and then I think we have all of the, all the burdens out. So Helm's Deep, we removed those. We are running a Aragorn, who is a required hero for us. This is our 4th hero in our lineup because he is... Oh my goodness, I have the hiccups. I had to drink my smoothie real quick right before we started streaming because I didn't want to stream with the smoothie. I get blueberries all in my teeth, and so I drank it real quick, and now I have the hiccups. Aragorn is a Fellowship Sphere hero. He says that the first player gains control of Aragorn. That's me. And then as an action, we can spend 2 resources from Aragorn's resource pool to ready a hero. We have Elrond. Now this is what we would call the A+ lineup here. Elrond is really good. He has a 13 starting threat. He's a 3/2/3/4, and you can spend resources from Elrond's resource pool to pay for any ally of the normal spheres. Then after a character is healed by another effect, we may heal 1 damage. So we do have a little bit of healing with our Warden of Healings in the deck. Now they're going to be healing for 2. We have Sam, and this glare is real bad right here. After you engage an enemy with a higher engagement cost than your threat, ready Sam. He gets +1/+1/+1 until the end of the round. And we do have a couple of boons on Sam. We picked up Tireless Ranger first, which gives him +1 defense as well as the Ranger trait. Then we picked up Forewarned, which we can attach to a Ranger character, which... he's a Ranger character, and it says after a hero is declared as a defender against a non-unique enemy, we can exhaust Forewarned to discard 1 shadow card from that enemy. So now he's sitting at a 2 defense. If we engage him and he has a higher threat, he's at a 3 defense, and we can discard a shadow card. Feel real good. We also have a couple other ways to beef up his defense stat here. Then Glorfindel with the starting threat cost of 5. He's a 3/3/1/5. And after he commits to a quest, we raise our threat by 1. Or after he exhausts to commit to a quest. That is important because there is a card called Light of Valinor that we throw on Glorfindel here. He does not have to exhaust a quest. So, it's a really good lineup. It's a really, really good lineup. So we are going to be seeing if we can take on Helm's Deep. Interestingly, the 7th of October, Asmodee became exclusive tabletop manager to Middle-earth Enterprises. Look like they're getting deeper into Lord of the Rings, not the other way around. And I have seen that, right? They have the trick-taking game, which is Asmodee. They have the new pandemic-style game, which is called Fate of the Fellowship, which I've heard really good things about. That may be worth grabbing just to do on stream. I think I would enjoy doing that on a stream at some point. They have... what was the other big Lord of the Rings thing that they just did? I don't recall. But I think they are doing more Lord of the Rings. I don't think we're getting more Lord of the Rings LCG, unfortunately. It's a very sad sentence for me to say. All right, we got Helm's Deep. We'll put that up there. Let's see what we got. The King of the Golden Hall, the pursuit of the Uruk-hai, has brought the heir of Elendil to Rohan just as Saruman declares war on that land. Aragorn and his companions travel to Edoras and to aid King Theoden, but their arrival is met with some suspicion. Set the defense of Helm's Deep and 1 copy of Deeping Wall out aside. Okay, let's go find Deeping Wall. This is why you never shuffle beforehand, but here we are. Deeping Wall. Each player sets 1 copy of Soldier of Isengard aside. Let's go ahead and find a Soldier of Isengard. Put that aside. Out of play. Then each player must choose either... each player shuffles 1 copy of Poisoned Council into their deck, or advance to stage 2A, bypassing 1B. What do we... okay, so we got this Poisoned Council. Functions like a player card. After you draw this card, discard all of the cards in your hand. I don't like that at all. Fate of the Fellowship is a really nice game. Supports solo play as well. Really good solo, both true and two-handed. Nice. Is it worth getting to stream? Is that something that y'all be interested in? Finally, I can ask you. What do the dots on the cards mean? Absolutely. So I keep one copy of every single card in a binder, and then if there are multiple copies of the card, so like if let's find one, like like Light of Valinor. So Light of Valinor, we have 3 copies of Light of Valinor. I sort all my cards alphabetically, so this copy of Light of Valinor is over here, and I can whenever I want come in here. Here are all the cards that start with an L. The dot, I put one copy of everything in a binder, which I can use to flip through and find cards easier, so I don't have to like remember everything. So the dot means it goes back in the binder. If it doesn't have a dot, it does not go in the binder. I think we're going to skip 2A. Or 2B. Poison Council sounds horrible, and I'm afraid that I'm going to earn it. Lord of the Rings, let's go, Canadian. I'm afraid that we're going to earn it, and I don't want that going forward. If you like pandemic-style games, personally it feels like War of the Ring light, but it's fully... Oh, that sounds amazing, actually. I really enjoyed War of the Ring. I think I only played it maybe like 2 half times, if that makes sense. Like I've played it twice and only made it halfway through each time. But... War of the Ring is such a perfect game. Just like, oh, it's so long. It's it's incredibly long. Yeah, no, it's awesome though. Have you tried the card game? There's a War of the Ring the card game. When revealed, add Defense of Helm's Deep and each set aside copy of Soldier of Isengard to the staging area, making Deeping Walls the active location. I think I may need to zoom out a little bit on this. I feel like we're getting real tight in what we can actually play. Shuffle the encounter deck, then each player reveals an encounter card. Oh, that's good. This is defense. I want to... Can someone help me remember, is defense where you quest with your defense block? Forced, at the end of the combat phase, if the number of enemies in the staging area is less than the number of players in the game, first player reveals an encounter card. At the end of the round, place 1 progress here for each enemy in the staging area, bypassing any active location. Alrighty. While this is the active location, each hero gets +1 defense. When Deeping Wall is explored, raise each player's threat by 4. Gross. Got Soldier of Isengard, Toughness and Archery 1. After a Soldier of Isengard attacks and destroys the character, place 1 progress on the current quest. Engages on 39. Then add 1 threat to the total threat in the staging area for each resource. After the end of the quest phase, place 1 resource token here. If there are 8 or more resources here, we go to stage 5A. Probably not great. I have not tried the card game, but I imagine it's quite good as well. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to zoom out on this guy. Let's do it live. So much more room for activities. We are at 0. Hello, Epic. I'm doing fantastic. How are you? War of the Ring is such a long game. Got to dedicate an entire day unless you use some chess-like blitz rules. That could be fun, though. I remember the first time I played it, it was with my buddy, and we just enjoyed having the, like, kind of talking through our turns openly. just because it's a complex game, and we were just like exploring the mechanics of the game, and so it's a lot of fun by like walking through and like this is what I'm thinking about doing, and then like talking about what the counters could be to that. So it wasn't like necessarily a game that we were trying to win against each other, but we were just kind of experiencing it together, and that was a really cool experience. I enjoyed that a lot. Alrighty. Grievous Wound is a setup we added to the staging area. After a hero takes damage, if Grievous Wound is unattached, attach it to a hero. After the attached hero exhausts, we have to deal a damage to it. I want to make sure, I want to say that there may be one more. Is there one more treachery? Nah, we're good. Dude, been a while. Glad to see you back in Lord of the Rings. Looks like a super fun hero. Yeah. You're looking good. Mind talking about changes you made to get so healthy? Absolutely, I will. Honestly, I was like, I came into this stream, I was like, I'm going to talk about it, and then I chickened out, so I didn't. So thank you for asking. I will talk about it. Quick question, how much similar is this game to Marvel Champions, and also is it still available or is it hard to get? You can get it. They did a repackage where you can find content in like repackaged boxes, which are I think still fairly easily to get. And it is similar in the sense that it follows the same structure as like an LCG, so it's not randomized booster packs. It is cooperative. That's about where it ends. It's a more complex and clunky version of an LCG because it was developed like 6 years beforehand. But yeah, so it's my favorite of them. I think the IP, I think that the design space is a lot broader, and so that they're able to do a lot of really interesting things with it. I love this game. Repackaged content is supposed to be evergreen, but we will see. Speaking as somebody who may have lost some faith in what we've been told. But yeah, so yeah, I was gonna talk about it, but then I chickened out. So I'm glad that you asked, Jess. But yeah, I did want to. I've been getting a couple of questions recently about kind of weight loss and all of that. And so I wanted to talk about it. First, I want to say that it was all healthy. I know that sometimes people lose weight and it's not something that they're trying to do. This has been something that I have been working very, very hard at. It started about, I want to say 2 years ago. No, it's probably longer than that. I think it was actually in 21 or 22. I hit 280 pounds, and I was like, okay, that's a lot. And I had signed up to do not the full hike of Machu Picchu, but like the last kind of 10-12 miles of the hike of Machu Picchu, 8 to 10 miles of Machu Picchu. And so I started to hike with that and to just kind of prepare and get ready. And I noticed I started feeling a little bit better. And what really did it for me is I started counting calories. And I use an app called MyFitnessPal, where you can insert different foods that you eat, and then it tracks your calories for you. And it was very annoying for like a month. And then now it's just like second nature. I just do it all the time. And so one of the things that I have learned is that counting calories is the science behind losing weight. If you burn more calories, or if you consume less calories than what you burn, you will lose weight. Now, there's a lot of ways that you can kind of trick your body into doing different things with like keto or paleo diets or things like that. But it comes down to how many calories you are taking in and how many calories and that delta based on how much you are losing. So there are a couple calculations that you can do. There's a base metabolic rate, which is basically how much how many calories your body would burn if you were just sitting on the couch all day. And you can take that and then create a modifier called your TDEE, I believe. I don't know what that one actually stands for. TDEE, which based on your lifestyle can, like, if you are active, if you work in like a highly active job, it will modify that because as you're moving around, lifting things and doing stuff, you will be burning more calories. And so you can use that calculator to figure out how many calories you're burning each day. If you eat less than that, you will lose weight. If you eat more than that, you will gain weight. So it was like coming from like an analytical background. Once I kind of understood that science behind it, that really helped me just like understand, oh, this is what I need to do. So I started counting calories and using that app very religiously. I got like a scale. I weigh all my food. And just, this is my personality where if I don't do something 100%, I will fall off and not necessarily do it. So I would say that you don't necessarily have to do, you don't have to be super duper accurate, because also calories burned is not going to be super duper accurate, but it's a way that helped me mentally understand and like keep up with it. That's just, find something that works for you is my biggest piece of advice. That's just what worked for me. How accurate do I get with my MyFitnessPal? I found weighing everything is so tough, keep up all the time, especially when it comes to prepping meals, family eating out. Eating out is hard. Not only is it way higher calories, but also not all the time do they give you the calorie intake. And what I will say after doing it for about 2 years is you get pretty good at estimating. And I would say that I am less accurate now than I was 2 years ago. When I started 2 years ago, it was more of a discipline thing that I had to do it for myself. And now I am at my goal weight. Woohoo. I have lost, as of this morning, 102 pounds. So I'm down to 178 pounds. My goal weight was around 180. At this point, I'm doing a lot more exercise, and I'm actually having the opposite problem where I'm having a hard time eating enough, which is a whole other thing. But I don't necessarily weigh everything all the time now. That gets a lot harder, but MyFitnessPal has like functions where you can create foods and you can create recipes, which I've done a lot because my wife and I will frequently go back to these same like blueberry muffins that we make or the same breakfast sandwich. And I just create that as a recipe. And then like, I just know I use this amount of cheese, I use this amount of eggs, and I just hit add. So it's you find tips or you find tricks to figure that out. But the initial start was definitely just counting calories and hiking. Once I started hiking and I started feeling better, it was weird. It's crazy. I then started doing more disc golf. Disc golf is something that I started back in 2016, and I really enjoyed disc golf just a ton. And I found that I started doing that more and more. And at the time, recently, I bought like a smartwatch. I had a Apple Watch, and then I switched it out for a Garmin Venu 3, and then I've changed my Garmin since then. But I bought the Garmin, and I used that to start tracking how many calories I was burning playing disc golf. And I think one of the critical things for me was to figure out or to associate disc golf and hiking not necessarily as a workout, but something that I enjoyed. Because as soon as I framed it in my mind as I like doing this, the workout became second to the enjoyment of the actual activity. And I didn't have a negative connotation of, hey, I have to go work out, which is something that just in my past is not something I've always associated working out with bad, and something that I don't enjoy, or running, I don't enjoy it. And so when I was able to psychologically convince myself that I enjoy doing the activity and I didn't frame it primarily as a workout, that's when I started to enjoy it more. And then I started doing that more and more. And as you start working out more, you're then able to eat more and you can figure out that deficit. To give you an idea, I think looking back on it, I think I was a little bit aggressive on the weight loss. Um, I didn't know any better, but just I was eating at 1,000 calorie deficit every day, which was very tough. Um, but at 1,000 calorie deficit, you're looking at about 2 pounds a week loss. 500 calories every day for a week, you will lose a pound a week. It's kind of the math. And so I was eating at 1,000, which is the highest or the most aggressive weight loss that MyFitnessPal allows you to do. If I was to do it again, I would probably stick with 1.5, 750 or 500 and slow down the weight loss a little bit just because it was aggressive and like you're just tired after a while. And then after doing that for so long, I think I did it for, I don't know, 8 to 10 months, maybe even longer than that. I found that my body didn't need as much food and I got used to it. And so now that I'm eating at a more normal level, a maintained level, it's harder for me to actually eat more food, which is just weird how quickly over the course of a couple of years it changed like that. But yeah, so I started doing that back in high school. I was a big cyclist. I really enjoyed biking. And so I think it was 22, maybe 23, the winter of 22, 23, we did a philanthropic bike ride, which we've been doing for every year since I graduated, where I think I did that year 15 miles, which is kind of the lower end of the number of or the amount of rides that they offered. And after that, I was like, I really would like to get back into cycling. Like I enjoy cycling, but I had been associated with, working out, which is something I don't enjoy. And so my mind had convoluted everything. And it was like, oh, I don't actually like this, when it turns out I do. And so I bought a smart trainer, which is a trainer that is in like indoor. You hook your bike up to it and it will adjust the resistance for you. And that helped me start biking again. And I biked all through the winter, and then I started biking outdoors again. And now I am biking a lot. I love biking. I bike 4 to 5 times a week at this point. And just kind of, again, associating the exercise with something you enjoy rather than something that is required of you, whether or not that's a self-imposed requirement or not, really helped me shift my relationship to exercise from something I didn't like to something that, I just need to find what I actually enjoy and then do that. So I started biking a lot. And then I think once I started biking, that's when I started rapidly losing weight because I was working out a lot more. And then I was also eating at a deficit, which I again, do not recommend. If you're doing heavy workouts, don't eat at a huge deficit because your body will not like that. And so I had to adjust and figure that out. But I was using my Garmin to track how many calories I was burning during those workouts and still eating at that deficit. But if I burned 700 calories in a workout, then I was eating, I think at the time I was eating at like 1630 calories a day. Which would be my base, and then I would then eat 2,300 calories 2,300 calories a day, because I added 700. So anything that you burn in a workout, you get to eat if you are tracking based on your TDEE. And so I was doing that, and then I don't know how it got in my head, but I decided that I wanted to train for a triathlon, and so that's where we're at now. So I went from, a couple of years ago, I would be winded walking up the stairs to now I just finished an hour swim right before the stream. I got an hour and a half bike ride after this. And my goal is to do the half Ironman in Louisville next year in August and potentially a full Ironman in 27, depending on how the half goes. So yeah, it was not easy. Anyone who says that it's easy is lying, but I would say it's very satisfying. And when it was definitely worth it, at least for me, to push through the challenge of it to get to the satisfaction of it. But it's not something that I thought would be as satisfying as it was when I started, or maybe even for the first like 12 months. And I think that is something that is so hard for just humans to comprehend, that long-term payoff, and it's worth it until it actually happens. Um, but yeah, I'm significantly happier. I think it has helped with like my mental health as well. I was not in a great place back when I was that heavy. And I do believe that there is a correlation between the physical and the mental health as well, at least for me. And so, yeah, I'm happier, I'm healthier. I appreciate you asking. Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. I am more than happy to answer any questions. I wanted to talk about it. I've gotten a couple questions on different videos, comments asking me to talk about it. So, yeah, I thank you for asking. I think it was Jeff who asked me to to talk about it, because I was like, I'm going to talk about it today, and I was like, nah. I don't know why, as a society, we stigmatize talking about it. I'm not 100% sure why, but I wish, or I hope that this can be a place where that stigma goes away, because I am very happy to help talk about it and help in any way that I can. If anyone else wants to know more, yeah. I think so. And the energy you put out is the energy. Yeah. And that's really interesting. I like that quote a lot, because you're storing energy. It's almost like the energy that you put in earlier, you will get it back, potentially even more, because now I'm just able to do a lot more. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And thanks for listening. It's different than what's normally on the channel, so I appreciate you letting me talk for a little bit. But yeah, again, any questions, very, very happy to ask. Nothing is off limits. I'm happy to talk about it. Makes me motivated to see the process you get. Oh, that makes me happy. Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do to help. It's worth it. Let's play some Lord of the Rings. All right. Nice thing is we set everything up already. So, oh, and we have to reveal an encounter card, which is Fighting Uruk-hai, Peril. You all cannot help me with this one. Search the encounter deck and discard Peril for Uruk-hai enemy. Reveal it and put it into play. Engage with you. Shuffle the encounter deck until the end of the round. Each enemy engaged with you adds its threat to the total threat in the staging area. Yikes. This is a tough start, because we are starting with a 4 threat onto here. We got our fighter. We got toughness 2 with a 3 threat. Soldier. Another fighter. Peril, toughness 1, archery 2. When revealed, either assign 3 damage among characters you control or no, that's not happening. This is a brutal start. Dunlin is not Uruk-hai. Toughness, archery 1. I don't like any of them. I don't want to reveal these guys, because then 3 damage among characters we control would immediately activate Grievous Wound. That's not. I think we're going to go here. We're going to go to the fighter. It has toughness 2, 3 threat. After it attacks and destroys a character, return it to the staging area. Yikes. All right. We get 6 cards because we lost Gandalf. Sword of Gondor is an excellent start. Greeting. Sword that was broken. Sword that was broken is over here for Aragorn. Because whenever he would get the leadership resource, and then if he is Aragorn, each character gets +1 willpower, which may not actually matter, which we may need to be cognizant of if we do when we do lose this, and then we have to rebuild because this adds to willpower. We are questing with defense. Actually, maybe worth defense. Yeah. So everything is defense. So that's not great. So we need to figure out how to quest with defense. Just tried the first scenario in the Fellowship Saga, got whooped, but oh man, oh yeah. That's the best part about it. We got Elrond's Council, Hobbit Cloak, and a Gandalf. I think we will mulligan this. I think, and if we are going to get out of here, we do need that Villia on Elrond turn 1 to just kind of hope, because there's a lot going on here in this first turn. We don't really have card draw. It is sad to see us give up a Gondor or Steward. It is sad to see us give up a Gandalf. There's a lot of good cards in there, but I feel like the deck is kind of full of cards that we will want to see at some point, and Villia is just one that we want to see immediately. What heroes were you running, Matthias? Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a lot harder to quest. Now, we do get +1 defense whenever that is the active location. So we could quest with like Sam for 3, Elrond for 3, Aragorn for 2, two-handed Hobbit deck, and Gondor. Sick. Oh, that's fun. That's really fun. And Hobbit decks are great to run through the saga because then you get an extra Hobbit. Got a Test of Will, Elrond's Council, Hasty Stroke, Legend, Celebrian Stone, and a Light of Valinor. I would have taken the other hand. Draw a card into a Northern Tracker. We'll pass out some money. And my guess is that we're going to lose this real quick. Puzzle nature and deck building in Lord of the Rings really does make it the best. Marvel Champions is really fun to pick up and play. But I play it so much, it does start to see it feel... Yeah, I agree. I love the deck building. It's so good. Love the theme of it with the Hobbit deck. It's just tough to build it. Yeah. Alrighty. What I think we're going to do is we're going to go crazy. And we're going to spend Glorfindel's resource to put Light of Valinor on Elrond. Since we are questing with our defense, his 3 willpower and 1 defense means that I probably will not be questing with him. Elrond is a noble, and so I can quest with Elrond without exhausting using his 3 defense stat. So I think that's probably going to be better off, a better use for us. Yeah. He's going to be... Oh, shoot. He's going to be attacking for 3. We'll block with... We could block with Sam. I think we will block with Sam. He'll block for 2. We'll discard a shadow card with Forewarned. So he will take 1 damage, which will get him the Grievous Wound, which is not great. We could defend with Elrond. This is gross. Gross. Just opened your new copy of the revised core and played your first game yesterday. Looking for watching a pro get through. Well, I appreciate it. We'll see if we get through this scenario. We're off to a real rough start. Let's start. We'll just go Elrond's Council. We'll reduce our threat by 3. Go down to 23. And it doesn't matter. We get an extra willpower. Cool. We do have +1 defense. That is nice. After attacks and destroys at the end of the quest phase. Okay. So we are going to quest with Elrond for 4. Oh, I don't have my quest calculator. Four. Since he has Light of Valinor, he does not need to exhaust to commit to the quest. He gets the +1 defense from here. We'll go 2. That'll take us up to 6. And we're showing 4. Actually, Sam could full block because he has +1 defense. So he has a 3 defense, so he would block there. Perfect. And then we could swing it for 5, which would not be enough to take him out because he does have toughness 2. He would deal 1 damage. That's... Yikes. These guys are mean. We also have an archery. Oh, we have an archery, so we have a grievous wound. Oh my gosh. Brutal. What's the ring bearer hero you got there? This is Aragorn. So he comes in during the Two Towers expansion. It is 7th rate. You're right, because he adds his. Good call. So we're questing for 6. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking great. All right, so 6. Peril. The enemy in the staging area with the highest attack makes an immediate attack against you. If no attack was made this way, it gains Surge. I don't have any money to take it. It's a 4 attack. Yikes. Oh. I guess I will defend. 4. No shadow effect. We take a damage, so he gets Grievous Wound. We quested for 6. We were showing 7, so we raise our threat by 1. Go to 24. We're not going to engage here, but we do have archery. We'll throw that on Glorfindel. Then we have an attack of 3. We will block with Sam. Oh, he does have a 3, and since we exhausted, it's a non-unique enemy, we'll discard this card. So we take no damage. And then Aragorn will attack for 3, which won't do anything. Okay. Great. At the end of the quest phase, we're going to place a resource here. So that gets +1 threat for every resource on it. Then at the end of the combat phase, the number of enemies is not less than, so we're good. And then I think we're good. Okay. We'll raise to 25. We will draw into a Hobbit Cloak. That helps, I guess. Spend money, or give us money. Okay. So a couple of options. We could Celebrian Stone Aragorn, giving him the blue resource, which could drop a Northern Tracker. And then we could use Elrond's money to do the Northern Tracker as well as Aragorn's and hold the 1 money for a Test of Will potential play. Feels decent to have a Northern Tracker out. We need card draw. We need a Warden of Healing because we're going to start taking a lot of damage from Elrond. If we're going to be exhausting to... I guess we don't have to exhaust to defend, but... I like having a Test of Will. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. It's unfortunate that he does get +2, but it doesn't really matter. So we're going to spend the 2 from Sam because it's a defense to play the Celebrian Stone here. He gains, because he is Aragorn, he gains the blue resource icon. We're going to spend 2, 4, because we can use Elrond's pool to pay for allies to play the Northern Tracker, who's going to be a pretty decent archery soak. And then we have the 1 resource left over for a Test of Will if we need it. Nice thing is that Northern Tracker actually quests better on defense than he does normally because he has a 2 defense. And he does not get the +1 because it's only each hero. So let's go ahead. We'll quest for 3. We'll quest for 5. We're showing 4. We'll quest for 7. Do I actually want to do that? We will defend here. We'll take a perfect defend. Would I rather... I think I'd rather just take the hit to my threat. Quest for 5. Potentially be fine. We're actually showing 5. But then we can attack for 3, 5, 7 and take him out. I think I would rather trade my threat, especially because I have a Galadriel's in my hand. And he's engaging on 39. So we got a little bit of time. So we're questing for 5. We are showing 5. I'm going to reveal. Another orc. After he attacks and destroys the character, return him to the staging area. He has a 3 threat, so we're showing 8. So we increase by 3. All the way to 28, which means he does not engage us, which is great. Hey, coach, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. And we are not going to engage him. We do have a archery 1 from here. We do need to tick that up. And then he's going to attack. We will defend for 3, which is a perfect defend. We discard the shadow card because of our forewarned. And then we will swing in. Elrond will take a damage because he exhausted Grievous Wound to take out there. Okay. We'll go up to 29. We'll stand up. Come on. Got another test. Wow. Yikes. Team, I want to draw better. Is there anything that you all can do to help me draw better? We could play Galadriel's Greeting. Well, I think regardless, we're going to drop a cloak over here on our good friend Sam. It gives him +2 defense when defending against an attack made by an enemy with a higher engagement cost. We could... Actually, we don't... Oh, this is what we do. We don't have to play a Galadriel's Greeting now. We could wait to see what our encounter card is to test of will it if we need to. And if we don't, then we can play Galadriel's Greeting, then engage here, have a lower, and swing in and take them out. We're in a lot of trouble. This is just not the hero lineup that you want. This is not great. Good thing that we can change. I'm gonna go Spirit Baragon. I have not done Spirit Baragon. But yeah, that'd be fun. But that helps with the questing a lot. Okay. So we are showing 4, 6, 9. We'll quest with 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. So we're showing 9. We're questing for 9. Come on. Peril Doom 2. When revealed, either remove 1 resource token from the defensive Helm Deep or reveal 2 additional encounter cards. Why would... Oh, we have to place progress there. So we had 1, then 2, so we have 3 progress on here because of the enemies in the staging area. I guess we want tokens there. I'm just gonna remove 1, Doom 2, so we go up to 31. Then I'm gonna spend 2, 3 to play Galadriel's Greeting to reduce my threat by 6 to go down to 25. We have archery. We'll put that on the tracker. I'm going to engage here, which will ready Sam. I will defend, discarding the shadow card. And then, so worth putting a damage on Elrond. Hey, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. We can put 2 damage on the fighter if we put 1 damage on Elrond. It's worth it. We're gonna lose, but so we have to take risk when we can. This is up to 4. This goes up to 2. We go up to 26. Encounter card, another Light of Valor. We are not drawing well, my friends. Oof. I think I can prolong this for a little bit, but I think we're gonna scoop. We're gonna start over because we were not ready for the siege of Helm's Deep. So let's scoop. I left all my cards over there, which is a bummer. To stand up. And let's think about how we are going to modify our deck. I'm gonna go grab it. Also, the deck could do better if we had what would we have wanted to draw? Like the swordsman's definitely come out of there. Oh, we go with the warriors. That's kind of cool. We go with the warriors that give +1 defense to everything. Yeah, we'll figure all of this out. Really gotta go. Alrighty. Thank you so much. Have a good one. That's going to start there. That's going to start there. This is going to start here. That's going to start there. Go, go, go. Hobbit Cloak. All right, let me grab my cards. Cards. Oh, it's so much nicer having the camera closer to me. I used to be like all the way out here trying to flip. Okay. We can swap out without incurring +1 threat. We are going to keep Sam just because we have all of our attachments on Sam, and he is the true hero of the story, so we're going to keep Sam. We will go ahead and cut out Glorfindel. Glorfindel works really well when you're questing, but not so much when you're questing with your defense. Elrond is pretty good. I do want to grab Baragon. I think Baragon seems like somebody that I have wanted to try for a while, and I just never got around to. So Baragon, 10 threat, 0/1/4/4. Sentinel. After he defends against an attack and takes no damage, reduce the defending player's threat by 1. But now I don't want... Sam's our defender. But I think we need the defense to quest. What are some other options? Dane... Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. He gets +1 for the attack. I'm just looking for high defense characters. After Faster defends against an enemy attack, return it to the staging area to reduce my threat by 2. Theoden. That would be some weird mental gymnastics to try and figure out how Theoden is fighting for us at this point. Potatoes. I wish there was. I don't think we can use Frodo based on the rules of the scenario. Círdan, probably not the vibe. Bard, Son of Brand. Caldara. I think we go Baragon. I mean, worst case scenario, he's a 4 quester, but he also has like some really nice like potential responses. She defends against attack and takes no damage. I do think we're going to be seeing a lot of enemies. Totally regret not jumping on the board with Lord of the Rings, even though it's been 84 years. There's still time. Let's check our tactics heroes. Actually, let's just take a thought. Take a look at what we potentially could do with tactics. It would also get us a lot of, yeah, like if we go the Gondalorian shield, Baragon then has 6 defense that he can quest with, which seems good. Wait a minute. It's not a siege quest. You should be counting willpower. Feeling also adds progress to the quest rather than your other. Okay, I'm sorry. What's defense then? I just don't have the... Is this actually it? Helm's Deep defense keyword. Is it the voice of Isengard? What is the scenario called? Helm's Deep? Dude, there's so many pop-ups, which is whenever you Google anything now. It's wild. Okay. I was hoping that it would tell me what the... here we go. Rules sheet. Perfect. Defense. Defense is a new keyword that appears on several of the quest stages in Helm's Deep scenario. This represents the army of Saruman laying siege to Helm's Deep, their efforts to capture the fortress. While the current quest has the defense keyword, players cannot place progress on the quest by questing successfully. Instead, the encounter deck tries to place progress on the current quest. If the encounter deck defeats stage 4B, the army of Saruman captures Helm's Deep. The players lose the game. During quest resolution, if the total threat in the staging area is greater than the total of the willpowers, players do not raise their threats. Instead, they place progress. Got it. Okay. The active location still acts as a buffer to the quest. So progress made by the encounter deck or the encounter card effect must be placed on the active location before it is placed on the quest, unless a card specifically bypasses it. When a quest has progress equal to the quest points, it's defeated. Got it. Okay, sweet. So I got defense and siege mixed up. So let's run it back, same deck, with playing by the correct rules, and then see, because I feel like that makes a pretty decent difference. I still think we would have lost that game, just like our card draw was not what we needed to be. But instead of, they are basically trying to push through the quest. This one's more like Marvel than Lord of the Rings. Okay, cool. So we said each player sets the Soldier of Isengard. Choose either, we're going to go directly to 2B, or to 2A. Defensive Helm's Deep. And set each side of the Soldier of Isengard to the staging area. Boom. Make Deeping Wall the active location, shuffle the encounter deck, and we reveal an encounter card. Cool. Okay, so we do have We Can Still Quest. Beautiful. Okay. That, yeah, that changes everything. Changes a lot. I believe, actually, we do player setup first. So we're not going to resolve the encounter card until we've drawn our opening hand. Thank you for the catch. ZXQ. Let's get Avilia. Now that would be... I'd be okay with that. We're going to Avilia in a sword that was broken. That's the vibe right here. That's what we're going to do. So we start with 26. Hey, we actually we got back to the starting threat, which is kind of funny. We got 6 cards. Elrond's Council. Sword that was broken. Stargazer. That feels good. Swordsman. Greeting. Steward. Oh, gosh. We mulligan it. It's just sad. But I do think that we need a Villia. So let's mulligan. Let's get the Villia and a Light of Valinor. We're going to draw both of them, actually. It's going to be kind of crazy. Heir of Madril. Attached to a noble hero after they gain resources from an encounter card. Or not an encounter card, I'm sorry. A player card. Ready. Hobbit Cloak. That's nice to see. Test of Will. Villia. Let's go. Elrond's Council. Test of Will 2, 4, 6. Beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. Our encounter card that we reveal is Helm's Gate. While Helm's Gate is the active location, if any player is not engaged with an enemy, the first player reveals an encounter card at the end of each staging step. When it is explored, each enemy gets minus 20 engagement cost and plus 2 threat until the end of the round. It has 5 threat. I hate it. I hate it so much. All right, cool. Let's get a Northern Tracker and get that out of here. 5 threat, yikes. But now that we're questing with our willpower, it's a lot easier. The goal here is to hunker down for 8 rounds while cleaning up as many enemies as possible. When 8 resource tokens are placed, you get straight to quit. Got it. Okay, sweet. I got it now. I got it. We're doing it. We drew a sneak attack. That's kind of exciting. Alrighty, what are we trying to play? We want to drop the Hobbit's Cloak. So we'll use here and here to play Villia. That does give us the Spirit resource here, so we can use that resource to play a Test of Will. We'll go ahead and spend here to play... Actually... Let's go ahead and just, let's see what we got. The ring. So we're going to put the ring of Barad-dûr onto Aragorn. So he gets +1 hit point for each artifact attachment, and then he gains a lore resource icon. And then, yeah, we'll spend 1 here to play the cloak for Sam. We're showing 9. I hate it. We're going to quest for 3. We'll raise our threat by 1 because he exhausted. 6. 8. We will play an Elrond's Council to reduce our threat by 1 to 3. And give Glorfindel +1. So we're questing for 9. We're going to flip into a peril. Searching counter deck and discard pile. We're going to go ahead and spend a 1 resource to cancel, play a Test of Will. One of our 2 Test of Will, which is great, to cancel that. We will add a threat here. We do have archery 1. We're going to put... not Elrond. Aragorn? And we'll go Grievous Wound here on Aragorn. But I was like, we can be okay with Aragorn not exhausting, I think, right now. Plus, he has a lot of hit points. Okay. End of the round, we'll go up to 25. We will draw into a Glamdring. That's kind of exciting. I also don't think those are supposed to be shuffled in at the... before we resolve setup, but we didn't draw any of them, so we're fine. Ready everybody up? We'll go ahead and start by Elrond Villia. Oh, a Calirian Stone. Let's go. Okay. So now a couple of things. He gets a blue resource icon. He gets +2 willpower, and he gets +1 health from the ring. So he will probably be our archery target until we draw a Warden of Healing. Glamdring seems fun. Did I pass out money? I don't think I gave Elrond money. Villia, Hobbit's Cloak, did not use Elrond, so he should have 2. Okay. Might as well. These resources are so valuable now. We'll use 1 from Glorfindel and 1 from Elrond to play Glamdring here on Glorfindel. It gives him +2 attack. He is a warrior, and then after the attached character destroys an orc enemy, we get to draw a card. Nick just grabbed Fellowship and 2 Tower Saga today. Any tips or suggestions before jumping in? Have you played Lord of the Rings before and you are now jumping into the sagas, or is this your first foray into Lord of the Rings? Because my answer changes based on your answer to that. I think we're holding what we have here, and we're showing 9 again. Oh, we need to place a progress here for each enemy in the staging round, bypassing the active location. You have the core set and plus dwarf starter. If you have not played any scenario, I would recommend starting with the Passage of Mirkwood, which is the first scenario in that core set, just to kind of get a couple of reps in to understand the flow of the game, and then move on to Journey Along the Anduin. I would not play the third one in that core set. That is a scenario that Satan himself designed, I believe. It's just notoriously very, very challenging. And then I would probably find something to pair with the dwarves. And I would use maybe a Rings DB to find decks that look interesting, that use the cards that you do. You can do that through like a form search. But the dwarf starter deck, very solid, very, very fun. And so I would use that. Maybe build a hobbit. You have a couple of hobbits, I believe, with the boxes that you got. And I think that would be a fun combo. I think someone else was doing that earlier. Okay. Let's go ahead and quest for 3. 7. Take a damage. 10. How did I quest for 9 last time? 3, 6, 8. Not Elrond's Council. That's what it was. So I go to 10. We are showing 9. No, we're showing 10. Showing 10. We got a Archive Fighter. Attacks an initial character. Return it to the staging area. Engages on 25. We increase our threat by 3. Up to 28. I will go ahead and engage and ready Sam. And I will block, discarding the shadow card for a perfect defend. We add 1 progress here. Because we got 1 enemy. Oh, we have an archery. Oh my gosh. We'll throw it on Glorfindel. Stand up. I don't know how to get that Helm's Gate out of here. I'm very scared. If the Dark of Mirkwood scenario pack is still available, it's also very good to learn with. The scenarios are on the easier end 2. That way you don't need to replay the 2 easier core sets over and over. Oh, good call. Yeah. I guess with revised core, playing the core quest in the campaign mode makes Dol Guldur pretty fine. Yeah, because you get to choose the hero that you lose, right? There's some cool or new rule about that. I'm gonna go up to 29. I'm gonna draw the Savior. Sword that was broken is not a bad card to have by any means. We'll pass out money. Come on, give me something. Give me something good. Warden of Healing is actually fantastic here. Sick. Very, 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 very happy with that. Cool. Well, sick. Having a Warden of Healing out here makes that archery not bad at all. I would like to get Sword That Was Broken out. I can do that next turn. We are not going to get our +2 defense against there, but we do have +1, so we're fine to perfect defend. We just can't quest with them. We're going to take a hit to our threat. The revised campaign does make the scenario more accessible. It's still a better scenario playing at least. Yeah, because you're losing 33 or 17% of your hero lineups, and it's just like, oh, that's a significant difference. I don't. Yeah, okay. So we're going to quest. Are we going to quest? We're showing 11. We could go up to 40. That would be insane. That's probably not the right call. Let's go Aragorn for 4. He'll take a damage. We need to defend here. We attack for 5, which is not enough to take him out because he has toughness 2. Whew, okay. Yikes. If we attack with 5, we would do 1 damage to him. That's not a lot of damage. I need a Steward. Steward would allow me to ready Elrond. That'd be nice. I think I'm going to just quest with the 4. No, I'm going to quest with 7. Raise my threat to 30. Quest for 7, showing 11. Oh shoot, hold on. So when I unsuccessfully quest, I don't raise my threats. I place progress here. That's what it is. Okay, so my threat, there should be 3 progress here. And my threat should be 3 lower. Down to 27. Okay. We got it. We got it. And we're going to raise each player's threat by 4 when that happens. Okay. Cool. We're going to flip over a Surge. When revealed, attached to the active location, counts as a siege attachment with attached. Each enemy gets +1 threat. Okay, we'll let that surge. Into the Hornburg. While it's the active location, reduce the archery total by 1 for each player in the game. When it is explored, assign X damage among characters in play, where X is the number of enemies in play. Yikes. So we quested for 7. We are showing 5, 10, 14. So we add 7 progress, so 15. So we add 8 progress. 1. This clears. We raise our threat by 4. This is going to clear. When revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and victory display for Helm's Gate and add it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. Make it the active location. Alright, well that was fairly innocuous. Defense, after resolving the quest, if the encounter deck did not place at least 1 progress on the stage, the first player reveals an encounter card. Ooh. Yikes. Alrighty. We have Archery 1. We're going to go here. We'll go ahead and use our Warden of Healing to heal these guys. We get to add +1 because of Elrond's ability. We will defend with Sam to discard the Shadow, and we'll move on. That needs a 3rd. Okay, I'm starting to get the flow of the scenario. I like it. It's different. Go to 32. Northern Tracker is solid. Northern Tracker is very solid. Got 1, 1, 1, 1. We ball Philia into a Light of Valinor. Go on Glorfindel. Let's go 3 to play a Sword That Was Broken on Aragorn, giving him +1 hit points, and all of our characters +1 willpower. And he gets the leadership resource icon. Pretty solid. We've got 2, 4 to play Northern Tracker. Helm's Gate is not unique. I think, oh, there are more than 1. Well, that's tough. That's real tough. All right, so we're just going to soak this guy forever, I think. This quest is brutal. Yeah, it is. Okay. Alrighty. And nothing here. We are going to quest with Glorfindel for 4. Do not have to exhaust. We are going to quest with Northern Tracker for 2. Go up to 6, and we'll get to place a progress on each of our locations. We will quest with Aragorn for 5. Take him up to 11. What are we showing? 3, 6, 11, 15 is what we were showing. I don't love it. We do need the damage here. I can also spend 2 resources from Aragorn's resource pool to ready a hero. His resources are incredibly valuable because they're like basically wild resources. Each enemy is going to get minus 20 engagement cost when Helm's Gate is explored. This quest is insanely brutal. If I quest for 4 more, that puts us that we will probably not resolve Helm's Gate. So let's go ahead and spend 2. We'll ready and we'll quest for 4 to take us up to 15. Of course. He makes an immediate attack against me. Yo! We'll cancel the win revealed there. We're not taking an attack of 5 to the face. Jeez. Okay. We progress. Or we push through Helm's Gate. We're getting attacked for 3. That's going to be a scoop. Because I cannot take an attack of 3, 5, and 4. That would kill at least one of my heroes. I guess I could block with a Warden. We're going to scoop. Which is sad because we were doing fairly decent, I thought. Okay. I'm not convinced that we need to change the deck quite yet. I think there's a potential that we need more allies. It was nice having Vilya turn 1, I will say. That is true. Is it more attack? I think our attack was kind of fine. Like we needed more, but we could grab the Knights, the Outland Knights. Use Elrond to pay for them. That could be a lot of attack. Then the swordsman could... Are you playing campaign mode? Yes, I am. Which is why we have some of these burdens starting out. That being said, we are at a scenario where we're allowed to switch our heroes if we wanted to. I have been jamming out to Touch the Sky from the Brave soundtrack recently. Such a banger. Such a banger. Ah, beautiful song. Go look it up. Alrighty, we got 6 cards. Give me Vilya or give me Death. Miner of the Iron Hills is nice. We put that in there for the Grievous Wound. Steward of Gondor. Galadriel's Greeting. Swordsman. Gildor. Sword that was broken. There are no burden boons if you're playing without... Yeah. Do you take out the burdens when you... Yes, yeah, you do. Is that for all the quest? Yes, there are no burdens and boons are campaign cards. Oh, it's such a good hand. Ah. If we survive 2 turns, we can get a steward and a sword down. Swordsmans are going to be down. Miner would be down. We could get rid of Grievous Wound. Could we just stall long enough? Or do we have to have Avilia? We have Gildor, which is a way that we can search the top 3 cards of our deck for. So we could find Stargazer or a Vilia that way. I think I kind of want to keep it. And we go Steward of Gondor on Aragorn. Okay. Encounter card is Deeping Wall. Slightly better. We got a sneak attack. Oh, we just needed the Gandalf. Okay. So turn 1. I don't think we play anything turn 1. Because our turn 2 play, we can play a swordsman and we can play a miner. And that will get rid of the Grievous Wound, which we're going to get from the archery here. We just have to be lucky and not top deck anything. Too bad. Then turn 2, we'll play Sword That Was Broken. And then Steward of Gondor using Aragorn's resource pool. And then we feel decent. So I think if we can survive this round, we'll be okay-ish. So let's go ahead and go 3, 6, 8, 11. Increase our threat. We are showing 8. Flip into the Hornburg. While it's the active location, reduce the archery. So we're good there. So that shows us 11. We quested for, I didn't count it, 3, 6, 9, 11. So we place no progress. Beautiful. Archery. We'll go ahead and go damage here, which will Grievous Wound Aragorn. And then we place a progress here. We're not going to engage. We will increase our threat and draw a Vilia. Clear Stone is beautiful, actually. We'll stand up. Pass out money. Let's get the ball rolling. We got Elrond. Hey! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Elrond will play Miner of the Iron Hills. We'll discard Grievous Wound. We've got Glorfindel to play the Swordsman. So each Outland character gets +1 willpower. So he's at a 2 willpower. And then we are going to... Oh, dude, next turn is going to be insane. Because we're going to drop a Sword That Was Broken, Steward of Gondor, and a Celebrian Stone on Aragorn. Woo! It's going to be... That's going to be exciting. Yep. We are showing 4, 5, 9, 12. Let's go 3, 5, 8, 10, 13. Increase our threat. We've got Deeping Wall again. Oh my gosh, we're about to get location locked like crazy. Alrighty, so that's going to be, we quested for, Nelson counted, 3, 6, 9, 10, 12. We have 4, 8, 12. So we placed 3 progress here. And we needed 1 progress here because of the enemy last round. Aragorn called DoorDash for a bunch of attachments? Yes. What would DoorDash look like in the Lord of the Rings universe? We've got an archery. We'll throw it on Glorfindel. No. Throw it on the Miner of the Iron Hills, who's for some reason has 2 health. Sick. Not going to engage. We will increase our threat to 30. Draw a Northern Tracker to save the day. Test a will. We'll stand up. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this turn. It's going to be a good one. I feel like the hobbits would abuse DoorDash. I feel like if we introduced DoorDash to the Shire, we would be millionaires. Okay, let's go ahead and spend 3 from Sam to play the sword that was broken on Aragorn. That gives him the leadership resource icon. We're going to spend 2 to play Steward of Gondor. We will immediately exhaust it and get him 2 resources. And then we will spend 2 to play the Celebrian Stone on Aragorn, giving him +2 willpower as well as the blue resource icon. So that feels good. So now he's questing for 5. Just needs 1 more. Everyone's questing for +1, which is pretty awesome. And he's getting a lot of resources every turn. Now we just need... Northern Tracker would be amazing. It's a lot of threats up there. Okay. Let's quest for 5. 9. 12. I'm actually going to count it this time. 16. 20. Go up to 31. We're showing 4, 8, 12, 17. I'm going to flip into Win Reveal, place 3 progress on the main quest, bypassing the active location, which we do need 1 more here. Until the end of the round, treat each character's text box as if it were blank except for traits. I'm fine with that. So 3 progress here. Takes us up to 5. We're blank. We'll archery 1. We will throw that on Glorfindel. We'll place another progress at the end of the round. This goes up by 1. Now we stand up. Alrighty. So we're at 3 progress on Helm's Deep. Go up to 32. Draw into. Glamdring is nice. Pass out money. What's up? Maybe the Rohirrim eventually give up their martial ways and embrace delivery. Rohan Rush? Yes. Yes. 1000% yes. That's amazing. Let's go ahead and spend... Doesn't really matter. Let's go 1, 2 to play Glamdring onto Glorfindel. We could Greeting, but I don't see any immediate need to play Greeting. So let's quest. I think it should be the same. It should be 20. I increase this to 33 if I exhaust everybody. We're showing 17, I believe. I'm gonna flip into Peril. The enemy in the staging area with the highest attack makes an immediate attack against you if no attack was made this way against Surge. Place a progress on the current quest when it attacks and destroys a character. I have a test of will. I'm just trying to figure out if I can save it. It's attacking for 4. It would clear the walls, but then we could travel to another one. Let's go ahead and do it. So we'll block with Miner. It gets +2 and gains toughness 2 until the end of the round. That's fine. Miner is dead. We place a progress here, which raises our threat by 4 when this is explored. Go up to 37. Travel here. Okay. Archery 1. Spread the love. Actually, we're going to start. Once we get a warden, we should be fine. This goes up to 4. And horrible arc scaling on mine. Nice. And we're good. So let's go ahead and stand up. Go to 38. Draw into air. Pass out some money. We're just going to take 1 here. I'm going to start exhausting this because it matters with air. Okay, we're 2 turns away from Gildor getting dropped. Yeah, let's go ahead and spend 1 to play air here. Let's go ahead and spend 2, 3 to play Galadriel's Greeting, take us down to 32 threat. We're showing 4, 8, 12, 15. Did I place 1 here? I don't think I did. I think that's at 7 now. I could be wrong, but here we are. We'll make it harder for ourselves. Let's go 4, 7, 12, 8, 16, which is what we have, right? We're at 16. Hey, Lawful Good. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Happy Friday. My wife took Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off, and so we just kind of like had a staycation here. And she went back to work yesterday, and she was like, I had the best realization. I thought all day that today was Monday. I was like, oh, that's a really fun to be wrong, really fun thing to be wrong about. If we get an enemy, I could probably kill it. I can also ready Glorfindel with Aragorn's resources. So I will quest for 4 more. Go up to 20. Is that feeling of finding $1 in your pocket? Yes. And then go up to 33 here. We're going to top deck into a Wild Hillman. After Wild Hillman attacks, place 1 progress on the active location. He does have a 24 threat, which is actually horrible for us. Alrighty, so we successfully do everything, but we don't get to ready with Sam, unfortunately. But what we will do is we will go ahead and Steward of Gondor and Air. So we will ready and get 2 money here. So he's attacking for 3. We only get the the card draw if we destroy an orc anyways. So we'll go 1 damage here on Aragorn. We'll engage here. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 to ready Sam. Sam will defend this, and it will be a perfect defend because we have +1, and we'll discard the shadow card. And then he will swing in for 3 to deal 1 damage. After he attacks, place a progress here. And then we place a progress and we'll progress. 2. Helm's Gate. And making it the active. What happens when Helm's Gate is the active? I forgot. I assume it's bad. When it's explored, each enemy gets -20. Got it. Oh, and this is up to 5. (3B). After resolving this quest, if the encounter deck did not place at least 1 progress on this stage as a result of questing, we resolve another encounter card. Yikes. I'm going to go get some water. I just got really thirsty for some reason, so I'll be right back. Nope, not the stream ending. Be right back. I feel much better. Cool. We just finished the... Oh, yeah, we had just done this. Perfect. So we'll increase to 34. We'll draw into a Sting. Okay. We'll stand up. Yeah. 1 turn away from a Gildor, so that was the long term. If nothing else happens, this will be a decent play. Spend 2 from here to play Sting. +1 to all the stats, and after we exhaust the defend against the attack, discard the top card. Deal damage to the attacking enemy equal to the discarded card's threat. I'm back. You were in a meeting. What's up? Welcome back. Okay. So we have 4, 8, 12, 15, 20 in the staging area. Because we have Sting, we don't need to save Glorfindel. Okay, well, here we go. What's the worst that could happen? We got 3. It's the same. It's going to be 20, right? 3. Increased threat. 7. 11. Oh, wait. No, we can't exhaust Sam. No, we can because we can ready him. 11. 15. 20. And we're showing 20, right? Oh, if he engages us, we're in trouble. What do we do? What do we do? We block with Aragorn? That wouldn't work. Because he would attack for 4. We could block. Let's hope we don't progress. We progress. That's terrifying. It's another Wild Hill, man. And we do have to scoop here. Actually, technically we don't. We could sneak attack Gildor in to take a block. Okay. So they put 3 progress here. They get +2 attack. Oh, that probably does this, though. +2 attack is insane. And -20 engagement cost until the end of the round. Okay. We are going to go ahead and travel here. No. We're going to travel here. Then everyone engages us. We actually didn't put progress, so we have to resolve an encounter card. Jeez. Okay. So the encounter card is another Helm's Gate. That's good. That's what you want. Okay. Everyone has +2 attack. We're going to get 2 money from Aragorn to ready Aragorn. We're going to spend 2 money to ready Sam. We're going to spend 1 to sneak attack Gildor. Gildor is going to block this attack of 4. We have 4. Return the attacking enemy to the staging area. So 6 total. It does kill Gildor. And then after it attacks and destroys, place a progress on the current quest. Go 1 here. How do they call the heroes? Yeah, heroes. Yes. We got an attack of 5. We will block with Sam. We're going to block. Oh, we lose Aragorn here. So that's not worth it. It'll be a scoop. Dang it. That was brutal. This is a tough quest. That being said, I think if we had Villia, we would have won. So I'm trying to think if there's anything that we need to modify in the deck. We don't need a Mithril shirt. I don't have a Ring Bearer. Can't Aragorn ready? Oh, I guess I could do it multiple times. Yeah. So actually, yeah. So let's resolve it. We'll go Sam to block here for the attack of 5. We'll discard the shadow card. He's defending for 1, 2, 3. So he will take 2 damage. We spent 2 to ready here. And then also, actually, I guess first, technically he doesn't take any damage because we discarded a 3, which would kill him before the attack goes off. So no damage there. We're going to spend 2 to ready Sam again. We can just ready Sam over and over again. Yeah. And then we'll discard 4 Forewarned is exhausted, so we don't get to discard the shadow card, but we will discard a 3 and kill here. Yes. That, I didn't think about readying Sam multiple. And the +1 defense. Yeah. So I did not need to sneak attack Aragorn in. Or Gildor in. That was a blunder. But that's fine. I'm just gonna rewind that because there's no reason to do that. Well, it would have been an attack of 6. No, that's still fine. I'm still okay with doing that because I don't think I would have been able to not die. Okay. I would say that this is more complex than Arkham. Yeah. Okay. Good call. Good call in readying Sam. Oh, wait, actually. So we don't have a Sting attack here. So this actually does go through. Sting is exhausted. So we're getting attacked for 5. We are defending for 1, 2, 3. +2, which does kill Sam. So unless we have a hasty stroke, we don't. So at that point, we will scoop. But good to know. Good to know. Yeah, and I think the complexity comes in during this game because of all of the timings in which you can play actions. It's very Magic the Gathering where it's like you can do actions in, here's like an action phase, and so like it gets tedious to learn. Whew. Alrighty. I do feel like we're learning though. But I do want to take a look at the deck real quick just to see if there's anything that we want to sub in. What are we missing? I would like to have more allies if possible. If we're not running 3 Northern Trackers, I do want to run 3. What's the average time for a game? Probably an hour would be my guess. It's not good when I don't see cards that cut. We have 1 Galadrim's Greeting. We're going to need more, I think. How many? We only have 1. 2. We also have the Elrond Councils. We have 2. I think I want to try and find slots for those. Do you have like Hall of Heroes or something that has? I think so. It's called Hall of Bjorn. Hmm. I could cut out a Light of Valinor. We're running 3. We've been fine with not having it. I don't want to not have it, but I think we can. Oh, we don't have any hasty strokes, do we? We do have a hasty stroke. I'm going to cut a hasty stroke for a Galadriel, just because we have so many ways to discard shadow cards. Lord of the Rings has Rings DB, which is for like the deck building. But if you're looking for like Hall of Heroes, it's Hall of Bjorn, which like has all the quests and everything in it too. So, alrighty. Ooh, we got this. Tough quest. Tough quest. Good to know that we can just drop. Do we want Unexpected Courages in here for Elrond? If we do finally get a Villia, we probably want to use Elrond's abilities because I do think that we stack Steward on Aragorn. What do we cut? We don't cut a Villia. We're just not hitting him. Do we need a Bill? I like Bill. He is a science guy. We need the Warden. Cut out Gildor. How many stones do we have? Do we have 3 Calirian stones or 2? 1, 2, 3. Cut out one of those. Probably cut out the Power of Orthanc, because threat's already an issue. We have miners in there to take care of the conditions. Let's do it. Steward on Aragorn is the best slot here. It's Unexpected Courage on demand for any hero. That's true. That is true. Yeah. Good call. Oh yeah, there's way more content for this game than Marvel Champions. They started the game in 12 and they finished in 22, so there's 10 years of content, I think. Master of the Forge, yeah, it's probably the right call. I just, for whatever reason, I don't like running but we need to run Master of the Forge. It's so good in this deck because we have all the attachments for Aragorn too. Yeah, we'll do it. I don't know why I have such like a hesitation to run Master of the Forge. I have no idea. It's just like, I think I just like been burned by it a couple of times. But it's also like a nice like blocker if we need to. What do we cut out? How many bills do we have? We have 2 bills or 1 bills? We have 1 bills. Asphaleth would be really. It's also a target for Master of the Forge. I feel like that's. How many swords are we running? I think we're just running 2. We're running 3. We'll cut out a sword. Especially because Master can grab sword. How many Hobbit cloaks? We got 1. 2. 2 Hobbit Cloak is the right number. How many swordsmen? Yeah. Embrace the dark side of the Master of the Forge. Yes. Why do I feel like I've only seen like 1 swordsman here? There's 2. Okay, I do have all 3. I do like Arwen in here. I do like the Stargazers. Cut Bill. Bill's a nice archery soak. He helps with the... He's just free as well. But I feel like card draw is our issue. And so let's cut out a Bill and go with Master of the Forge. Yeah. Asphalith would be really nice because we can trigger when we want to clear the locations. And since they have a negative triggering when they're explored, it feels like that could be beneficial. Deck feels quite attachment heavy though. Wonder if that's enough without Army of Allies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're at 19. I typically, as a rule of thumb, I like 20-ish allies, and so we're kind of right there on curve. The attachments that we have are Stone, Vilya, Unexpected Courage, which I kind of view as another ally. Cloak, Valid, Sword, Steward, Stone, Light. Not necessarily another ally, but another activation. Sword, Unexpected, Steward, Vilya, Steward, Sting, Air, Light, Hobbit, Vilya. Alrighty. So I do like Lamdring. I do like Ring. I could cut out here just from like a deck because we're probably running at like 53 cards right now because the boons don't count. It's a +1/+1/+1 for 3. I could cut that. I like the Hobbit Cloak. Vilya, Light of Valinor, Air. I like Sting. Steward, Vilya, Steward, Unexpected Courage, Sword, Light of Valinor, Stone, Steward, Sword, Asphalith, Hobbit Cloak. Probably Unexpected Courage on Sam for the second one. Might just be that Master of the Forge is going to be enough to thin out. That is true. Yeah, Master of the Forge has a lot of targets. I was like, I think those are my attachments. Sideways ones are duplicates. I guess like technically that. But I think let's run it. I'll cut that out. I think let's run it, especially with Masters being there, so that we can grab them quick. Yeah. Yeah. Because yeah, if we thin that out, we have a higher likelihood of hitting the 20 allies. What is the number of allies y'all like to run? Good luck, Hapsis. Play more Champions. I want to start Arkham in the new core set. Ooh. But I heard that this one is more fun. I prefer this one to Arkham. I like the theme more. That I think has a lot of sway for me. I also enjoy this game because it has a lot of very satisfying deck building, and I think that it outshines both Marvel and Arkham in that sense. Not being able to get the content on this one. Yes. The repackaged content, the revised content is what you would target. You can't get the all of the old stuff. They're just unfortunately just not going to be financially feasible. I mean, like technically you can. It's a lot of money. Though there is like ALEP, which is like a fan-made custom content stuff, where they're doing like a lot of. I've not played any, but I've heard really good things about it. A lot of like cool custom scenarios and stuff. We're making progress on the custom printing video. So I have pages of notes on how to do it, and I've written out my outline, and I'm potentially partnering with somebody else to help with that. 20 to 25. Okay, that's right. That's my sweet spot as well. Yeah, I do wish. Although Epic Bezos, Epic Beowulf, Epic Bezos. We got Air, we've got Ring, we've got Stargazer, Villia, praise be, Galadrim's Greeting, Rosie, and that's that. I don't know if I shoveled this or not. That's exciting. That's really, really, really exciting, actually. Because we can drop a Stargazer and a Villia on turn 1, and then choose what we're gonna hit. You don't really need all the old stuff. The repackaged material contains a lot of the best scenarios. LAP is spiritual continuation. Nice. Let's rock and roll. What do we got? Peril, the enemy in the staging area with the highest attack makes an immediate attack against you. Okay, so he's attacking for 4. I could take 2 damage on Sam. I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to exhaust Elrond. I will exhaust Aragorn. It's going to be 4, 6. That does not kill Aragorn. It does 4 damage to him, though. Oh, gosh. That was brutal. It's a tough start. Not going to lie. Pass out some money. Ow. Top card, Gildor. Oh, that would have been a nice Stargaze. Let's just do it. Let's go Sam and... Wait. Yeah. And Aragorn to play Villia. Then Elrond and Glorfindel will play Stargazer. Then we can exhaust Stargazer to look at the top 5 cards of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put Northern Tracker on top so we can drop that in for free. We will draw the Hobbit's Cloak and then throw Asfalith, probably. Villia Elrond into a Northern Tracker. Alrighty. Other than 4 damage on Aragorn starting out, not bad. Oh, and then Grievous Wound comes here. So he cannot exhaust again. Although we do have our ring, so we can drop the ring and start getting him more health. Yikes. Alright, so we are showing 4. Let's quest for 3, 4. We'll increase our threat to go to 7. Place 3 progress on the main quest, bypassing the active location. Treat each character's text box as if it were blank except for traits. We got 3 there. We have archery 1, which we'll throw on the northern tracker. Go 1 here. And then we place a progress on the quest, bypassing the main. Stand up. Northern tracker is a very satisfying top deck. Draw the Hobbit's Cloak. Oh yeah, we need to go 28. Pass out money. Let's go Northern Stargazer. We got 2 more cards. Sneak attack and a stone. I think we're going to drop a ring over here, and then we can top deck the stone to give him some more health if we wanted to. If we go there, we could draw into a Test of Will, which would feel pretty nice, and then we can stack as Falith. Go something like that. Spend 1 to play a Hobbit's Cloak. Let's spend 1 to play a ring. So he gets +1 hit point for each artifact. So now he has 6 health. Elrond Villia, to put stone here, gives him +1 more health and +2 willpower. Okay. I think next turn we potentially... Oh, we can drop Rosie right now. No, we can't. We don't have sword. Okay. We're showing 5. Let's go ahead and quest for 3, 4, 7. Increase our threat to 29. 7 showing 5. We're going to flip into a Deeping Wall. So 4, 8, 9. We place 2 progress here. That's fine. And then we have Archery 1. Throw that on the Northern Tracker. Is it a game that plays more upgrades and supports, or more events or allies? Probably, so way more allies than any of the other games. I would say more allies. And there aren't really upgrades or support, or there aren't supports. There are upgrades, which are called attachments in this game, but they're not like supports. Okay. This goes up. We will stand up. Draw into a Test of Will. Go up to 30. Pass out money. Stargazer. Got another Northern Tracker. And a Steward of Gondor. It's Steward, right? Like we go Steward. draw into Elrond, hit Northern Tracker. Yeah. Then we can drop air and we get to ready, but we still don't want to like exhaust him too much because then he dies. But if we have Steward, we can drop a Gildor real soon. That's nice. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go Elrond Villia. Go Steward here. We'll go ahead and get him the 2 resources. Let's go 1 and 1 to play Rosie. And then let's go 5 to play Gildor. We can exhaust him to look at the top 3 cards of our deck to switch one of those with the top card of our hand, then return the top 3 cards in any order. We have a Test of Will. We could swap air with Elrond's Council and just get the threat reduction now, but I don't think we really need it. I'd rather just quest with them, I think. Okay. So we've got 3, 6, 7 progress here. 7 showing 4, 8, 10. Go 10, increase threat. We'll raise each player's threat by 4 when we explore. I did not do this last round, so that's up to 5. Don't think I want to. We'll go ahead and use Aragorn. He'll take a damage. And he will quest for 4. Takes us to 11. And then that's 14. I'm not going to do that. No. I'm going to go 11. I don't think I raised my threat there. So requesting for 11. We're showing 10. But we do have Rosie, which we can exhaust to add 2 if we need to. Now flip into Surge, attached to the active location. Each enemy gets +1 threat. Okay. And it surges into Deeping Culvert. X is 1 more than the number of allies controlled by the first player. Evil. When it's explored, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for an enemy, reveals it, and adds it to the staging area. Alrighty, so that is 5. Oh, good God. Yikes. 5, 9, 13, 14, 16. We requested for 11. So we are placing 5. 2 clears there. 3 goes there, which pushes us. I'm going to exhaust Rosie and add 2. So we go up to 13. So we only add 1 here. This does clear. We raise our threat by 4. Takes us up to 35. And we're going to travel here. We have Archery 1. We'll throw that on Rosie. And we'll stand up. Okay. We got Elrond's Council. We're up to 36 here. We're up to 7 here. So we can let them quest through as much as we want. It does not matter. and we'll pass out money. Okay. We'll Stargazer. Test of Will, and another Test of Will. Alright, I think we go Tracker. And we draw into the Test of Will. We could go Asfaleth. Asfaleth would clear here. Raise my threat like 1 billion. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to avoid doing that. Which makes me not really... I don't have to trigger the response, I guess. Yeah, we'll go Northern Tracker. Draw into a Test of Will. Stack. Like that. Got another Northern Tracker. We need more health. We need a Warden. That would be nice. All right. Forgot to do this. So 3, 11. We're showing 11. Do we just not quest? I guess like we could quest for 2. And then place 2 progress here just to get that ready to pop. But like they're gonna pop the main and it's not gonna matter. How do you lose and how do you win? Normally, so this is a little weird. This is a weird quest. Normally, you win by going through the quest deck, which is akin to the main scheme deck in Marvel Champions. But there's a quest deck, and we are normally placing progress on it, which is a good thing. This is the opposite, so this is a really bad scenario to teach. But we're place progress by questing, and once we get through the end, we typically win. Sometimes there's like a big monster that you have to kill or something before you can actually like win. You lose if my threat here ever reaches 50. So we're at 36. We have some threat reduction in our hand, so we're fine. Most of the time I lose, I just end up scooping. I just say like I lost that game because like you kind of get a feel of like, okay, I can drag this out for 30 more minutes and then lose, or I can just lose. But those are the main ways. I guess if all your heroes die too, I think you lose, but that's never happened to me. I usually just scoop before then. But yeah, this number gets to 50 is the main way you lose. And you increase it 1 every round. And then also if you, in normal quest, if you unsuccessfully quest, that number goes up as well. Okay, so we're questing for 2. We got a Soldier of Isengard. Toughness Archery 1. After it attacks and destroys a character, place a progress on the current quest. We blitz through that. Each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for an enemy, reveals it, and adds it to the staging area. We'll take the fighter. One of the designers of the game said, "You win. How do you win tough scenarios?" He said, "Get good." That's so rude. I love it. I'm here for it. Then this moves on. Helm's Gate, make it the active location. Okay. That's very true. That goes up to 4. We will optional. Oh, we have archery, which we will go. One. We'll optionally engage here. Okay, hold on. Let me think about this. Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll optionally engage there and then engage here as well. So, epic. The enemies look like this. Hey, welcome everybody. Happy Friday from Pebbles. The enemies look like this, which have that number in the top left. They will engage you from the staging area if your threat is higher than that number. The art is so good. And then you can optionally choose to engage one enemy around. Okay. We are going to defend here. We will exhaust. Oh, we don't have sting. Ah, that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to defend. He's attacking for 3. We're defending for 1, 2. Three because of his ability. We will exhaust Forewarned to discard this card. Hey! Welcome. Pebbles, how you doing? Who is my favorite hero and why? I really like Tactics Baragond. Tactics Baragond is he has 4 health. He reduces the cost of armor and weapon attachments by 2, and I really enjoy defending in this game. Yeah, I would say that's probably it. Wait. No, I wanted to do it against this one. Sorry. So 4, I have enough to not take any damage. Denethor is Istari loves Denethor. Istari loves Denethor. Favorite character by far. I'm going to spend 2 to ready Sam. Then I'm going to defend for 3 against an attack of 3 here. Attacking enemy gets +1. If it destroys a character, place a progress. I'm going to exhaust Rosie to give +2, and we don't take any damage. So you love protection. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. I also... Oh, actually, that may not be true. I really like Arwen. My favorite is the blue aspect. I like Arwen as a character. She's a lot of fun. You can discard cards to give benefits. And then, like, there are cards that want to be discarded, so you can play them from the discard pile. I really like Galadriel. She, like, buffs up allies. Celeborn is really cool. Dane gives all dwarfs +1/+1 if he's ready, which is fun. There's a lot of really fun heroes. Nice. Okay, let's slay some orcs. Toughness 1, so we have to do 6 points of damage to it. There's 3. 6. Take a damage to take him out. And then we don't have anything, so we'll exhaust Gildor to draw the top 3. Then put 1 card back on the top. Which I don't think matters because we're about to draw it. Nope, that's not how that works at all. Swap one of those cards with a card from your hand. I'm going to just take Asfaleth and put Council on top. Any of those from the core set? I don't believe so. My favorite from the core set would probably be Eowyn. So she's like she quests for 4, which is really cool. And then you can toss cards from your hand to increase that even more. All right, let's go up to 37. Stand up. I do also like Glorfindel. He's fun. Elrond is good. He's very... I like Gandalf. Gandalf plays with he's magic, basically. Play with the top card of your deck face up, and he can play that card. Which is cool. I'll draw here. Did I increase that? I don't think I did. I may have. Okay. Let's go Stargazer. Look at the top 5 cards. Rearrange them. Give me... There's a Swordsman. That's okay. I don't even know if a Swordsman's worth, like, using a Villia on. I think it is. It probably is, just from the fact that I need to dig in the deck. I never passed out any money. Because I need a Warden of Healing. I have 1 health left over here on Aragorn, so I cannot exhaust him. Core Gimli is a menace. Yeah, he gets +1 attack for every damage he has on him. That's a fun one right there. We'll go 2 to play as Falith on Glorfindel. Oh, actually what we'll do, we will exhaust Gildor to draw Swordsman and put Galadriel's Greeting back on top. And then we will Elrond Villia Galadriel's Greeting to reduce our threat by 6. And that feels better than just using it for Swordsman. What's up? Last time I played Lord of the Rings, it was a CCG, and you played against other opponents that have photos from the movies instead of art. I've seen that played 1 time, but I've never actually played it myself. How was it? How different is this game solo versus multiplayer? I would say fairly significantly different. Like I think like I did an interview with Caleb one time where he was talking about how when they initially started designing this game, they did not expect people to play it solo. Like one of the first times people started playing these types of games solo was this game. And so especially in the early waves, it is brutal for solo players because they're like, yeah, you can play it true solo, but that's just not something that the hobby really does back in 2012. And so it's fun to see how that's kind of changed. And there are, I would say it's similar to Champions, multiplayer versus solo, because there's a lot of interaction that can happen, which is nice. Okay. We are showing, we're going to have to resolve 2 encounter cards, which is fine, I guess. We're showing, well, we're not showing 4. We're going to quest for 1, which will clear here, which will raise my threat by 4. Gross. All the way up to 36. So we're showing 8. Requesting for 1. 3. Plus 3 is 6. Plus Glorfindel is 9. A lot of cards help other players, whereas they don't do anything special if you play solo. Yeah. 9. We're showing 8. I'm kind of okay if we put stuff on there though. They would get plus 2. That's fine. We wouldn't get to ready Sam, but we can ready with Aragorn. So 9 showing 8. It is a 3. While it's the active location, reduce the archery total by 1 for each player in the game. Quested for 9. We are now showing 11. So 2 progress goes here. That does not explore. So then we have to reveal an additional encounter card, which is another one. Honestly, that's fine. We will Asphalith one of these. Go 2. And then we'll clear both of them next round. We have Archery 1. We'll toss it here on Glorfindel. I will spend 2 to ready Sam. And then we will defend here. We only have 2 defense, actually. Huh. Oh, we have Rosie. This gets discarded, and then we'll exhaust Rosie and take no damage. I could spend 2 to ready. We have 5 total attack, which would just deal 1 damage to him. Toughness 2 is brutal. I think it's good to play True Solo first and wrap your head around all the phases and timings. That's very fair. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2, ready Glorfindel. We'll attack with that Northern Tracker in there. 2 attack in for 5, which will do 1 damage. Stand up. Each player had a deck made up from Fellowship and Shadow cards, and you each started with the Fellowship 2 to 3 characters. You would take turns moving through sites with your Fellowship while opponent played Shadow cards with the threat you created by moving. Save forward. That's cool. So, like, you have cards that are trying to progress your own Fellowship, but also things that would hinder your opponents? Is it 2 separate decks, or had a deck made up of both? So, like, that, That's kind of fun. I like that as, like, a mechanic. It's pretty neat. Alrighty. Into the round, we draw a Test of Will. We raise our threat to 37. And we go digging for yet just some healing. Or card draw or anything. Villia, we don't want that. We don't want a Steward. Yikes. Team, what is going on? At least we get to use Elrond for his stats this round. Okay. I never pass out money. I always forget to do that. Yes, thank you. Resource on Defender. The Helm's Deep. We're up to 5. Let's go ahead and Asphalith 2 here. We'll have our Northern Trackers clear both of those. We'll take 2 damage, which is fine. We'll just throw that on Gildor's. No, we'll probably not throw it on Gildor. We'll probably throw it on Gildor. Oh, we can actually take him now. I wasn't thinking about engaging him. Well, I guess we have this guy. We should probably take care of him first. But it was stage 2B that was adding progress based on number of our enemies there. Sweet. Thank you. Alrighty. I got nothing here. So let's quest for 1, which will clear both of these. We'll assign... Oh, it's actually... There's 2 enemies in play. So it's 4 damage. Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need my healer. So we're showing 9. Okay. Let's quest with Sam for 3. Takes us to 4. Let's quest with Swordsman for 2. That takes us to 6. Let's quest with Gildor for 3. It takes us to 9. That's what we're showing. I don't think I'm going to engage him. I think what I would prefer to do is... I don't want to clear this. That's my main thing that I'm looking at. I could quest with Elrond. If I do that, I can I can defend here and be fine. Yeah, because of Rosie. We have 3, 4, 5 to just do 1 more damage. If we keep Elrond, we can take him out. But we don't. I guess we do have an Elrond's Council to give +1. And we do have a Rosie. Like, the worst case scenario is we take a damage on Sam. What mechanic will you take from this game to Marvel Champions and vice versa? As in, like, what would I like to see in each game? I like guarded cards in this game. So they're like really powerful cards, but it's like guarded by an enemy. So when you play it, you discard cards until you get an enemy, and then you have to take out that enemy before you can actually play the card. I really like that. Just drop by to say I love your Marvel Champions content. Oh, I'm so happy. That makes me happy. Been binging older videos for the last couple of weeks on YouTube. Started collecting in January, and you have all the sets now. I discovered you through D20. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah. Who's your favorite character so far? Okay, so yeah, we're going to go for 9. Flip into the enemy in the staging makes the highest attack. We're going to go ahead and just spend 1 resource to cancel that. We're going to spend it from Glorfindel, though. We're going to play a Test of Will. Then we don't place anything. Excellent. This goes here at the end of the quest phase. And then we're going to get attacked here. We're going to spend 2 to ready Sam. We're going to defend, discarding this card. And we're going to exhaust Rosie to give +2 defense. So we don't take any damage. And we have 3, 5, 7, which will be enough to take him out. We forgot our archery. I need to do an archery damage on Elrond. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Quicksilver, yes. Quicksilver's so good. He's so much fun. Quicksilver's in my top 10 as well. Quicksilver's special. Okay, let's go up to 38. Let's draw a Test of Will. Stand up. Okay. I need... the Stargazer to gaze at something pretty sick here. Let's go Stargazer. Sneak attack. Miner of the Iron Hills. That's actually super nice. So we'll stack like that. Anything I would rather... Nah. Although I think, no, it doesn't really matter. So we'll go Villia and Elrond to play Miner of the Iron Hills to get rid of Grievous Wound. So now we can actually use Aragon. So that's at least something. Which hero in the game is Maria Hill? There's in the core set there's Baragond who you can, or not Baragond, oh shoot, who is it? Who's the hero in the core set that you exhaust to draw 2 cards? That's awkward. I should know that. Barovir. Yes. Barovir is close. I don't know if there is a Maria Hill of the game. Maybe someone who's played more multiplayer knows. Any thoughts, chat? We're showing 10. Might as well just drop the title down here now. And I guess technically we don't have to do this yet. Okay, so we will engage this guy this round, especially with our threat at 38. Love your last Shadow of the Cast. I'm so happy. Can I ask what you enjoyed about it? So what we're going to try and do... Wait, I'm going to Asphaleth this guy during the refresh phase. Last time. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to do that. I clear it after engagement checks. Yeah. Okay, so we are showing 10. We have 2 Test of Wills. We have an Elrond's Council. Let's go ahead and quest for 3, 6, 10, 12, I'm going to pull 3 off. I'm going to quest for 9. And we're showing 10. Flip into a Deeping Culvert. This is bad. This is really, really bad. Okay. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think that just pushes us immediately. Good. So we did 8. Requested for 9. So there's 1 plus 10. Yeah, we push. Holy cow. Oh, I did not think about that card. Can I Asphaleth that immediately? Yes, I can. I can. I'll go Asphaleth during the action phase right after revealing to clear this. And then we go get an enemy. Much happier about that. The enemy would still contribute. We do reveal it. Grab the Wild Huntman. Both sections were good, but the speculation for me was the most fun. Nice. If you haven't seen Web Warrior, he made a video as a result. Oh, that's fun. I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, I think I'm hoping just in like a week's time we're gonna see a lot of information. All right, so we quested for 9. We're showing 3, 7, plus 6, so that's 13. So 4 progress gets pushed here. We do not have to resolve another card. We place a thing here. I'm going to go ahead and optionally engage here, which will ready Sam, and then this guy will engage me. We do have archery, which we'll toss on the minor. We'll go ahead and get 2 resources on Aragorn and ready ourselves. One more round to go. Hope we're set up to be okay at that round. I don't quite know what happens. Alright, so he's attacking for 4. I'm going to go ahead and defend with Sam, discarding the shadow card because I have 4 defense, and so we're good there. Wild Hunter is going to attack for 3. I'm going to block with the minor. It's going to be 3. No shadow effect. Minor goes. Okay. We're going to go 3, 5 to take up here. And then we have to do a total of 6. So 2, 4, 7 to take him there. So many cards. Yes. And that's why. And honestly, like, this is a lot of cards. This is actually a fairly moderate board state for Lord of the Rings. I wouldn't say it's like sparse, but there have been times where I don't have space on the table to put how many cards I have out, especially when I'm like playing dwarfs or something, because dwarves like I have 25 allies on the table, and it's like, yeah, let's go. Alrighty, let's draw the sneak attack. We'll increase our threat. We'll ready everybody up. Asfeleth has been very good here. Being able to clear them after engagement checks has been very critical. Okay. Pass out money. Nice. Okay. Stargazer. Give me something good. Light of Valinor will do. Sword that was broken would be insane. Love it. Heck freaking yeah. Alright. Go here. Sword that was broken here on Aragorn, giving him +1 hit point and all of our characters +1 willpower. Let's go. Insane. Okay. That's big. That's really, really nice. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to do. I could Gildor Light of Valinor in here, but I don't think I'm going to need Glorfindel to quest right now. And so I would rather just draw it and play it next round and be okay. And then have him ready to attack. I have what will be 3 readies from my Aragorn. So whatever this throws at me, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I have 2 cancels and I do have an Elrond's Council. So we are showing 7. 3. +5 So that takes us up to 8. We're showing 7. So we probably are okay there. Because if we quest for... I'm hoping that it places 1. Place 3 progress on the main quest. Bypassing any active location until the end of the round. Treat each character's text box as if it were blank. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 to play Test of Will to cancel that. Because I don't want my text box being blank. What would that hurt, actually? I would lose my readies. I did not place a progress, so we do have to reveal a Helm's Gate. Alrighty. We place here, and then we move. We go directly to 5A. When revealed, shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Discard cards from the encounter deck until X enemies are discarded. X is the number of players. Add each enemy discarded this way to the staging area. Skip the quest phase. Players cannot reduce their threat if there are no enemies in play. The players win the game. Oh, sick. So I'm feeling decent here. 100% should have played the Elrond's Council right before this, because then I could have reduced my threat, but whatever. Here we go. Sweet. He engages. We'll go ahead and block with Sam. So he's going to be attacking for 3. We'll discard the shadow card. So he's attacking for 3. I have 2 defense. I will exhaust with Rosie so that we don't take any damage. He has toughness 2. So he has 7. So 3, 6, 7. There's game. Boom. That was an intense game right there. Oof. I'm glad. I was worried that this last section here was going to be like discard until you get 9 enemies, and then you have to like reduce the, I don't know. That was a good one. I love this game. This game is so much fun. Still waiting for my idea to reach the podcast. There's a podcast called Stunned and Confused. What is your idea? I'm sorry, I must have missed it. Oh, reach the podcast. What was the idea? I am 3 hours past my lunch time. Very, very cool game. Oh my gosh, I like this game. I don't know when the next time we'll be able to play it is. Next week, I'm going to be at PAX Unplugged. And so I plan on streaming on like Monday, but I'm hoping to get a Champions stream in. And then I'll be back. I'll stream one day, but then it's Thanksgiving. So it's like, it's coming up on just a really busy time for the holidays. So we may be able to get this in the week before Thanksgiving to go next. Oh, let's read the resolution, because I always forget to do that. Each player with a copy of Poison Council's hand, deck, or discard pile has earned the burden. Oh, yeah, got rid of that. Thank goodness. So, nice. Awesome. Well, yeah, thanks all for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope everyone just has a wonderful, wonderful day, and wonderful weekend. Stay safe. We get to go to the zoo tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. Get to meet some of my friend's new baby. So that'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah, I hope everyone has a good day. And until next time, we'll see you around. Peace.